Hey everybody, Blake T. Wild here, and today I'm taking a look at another figure from the Iron Man retro wave, Iron Man Model 1. Gold!
I love gold!
This is based on the second iteration of the classic Iron Man armor designed by Jack Kirby before Steve Ditko went and completely reinvigorated the character by totally redesigning the entire suit with the now classic armor that is still upheld in various media to this day. For Iron Man Model 1 Gold's articulation, his head moves very smoothly on a dumbbell joint. He can't look down, but he can look just a tad bit up, and you won't be getting him into any proper flight poses, but that's fine. This Iron Man really didn't get up into the air too much. It's a very heavy suit. His arms go incredibly high up, and go down very well against his sides, so you can get a good relaxed position. His double-jointed elbows are hindered by the gauntlet on his forearm, so he can only bend at a 90-degree position, and of course classic Marvel Legends wrist swivel and hinge. His torso moves on a dumbbell joint as well. It's very versatile in the motion and movement that it allows. He leans quite a bit forward, especially for the design of this rotund armor, with a surprising distance back. And the best part is, he can do this fun little dance. His legs kick up that far, limited, of course, due to the soft plastic skirt piece, and barely any movement backward. Double-jointed knees, again, limited by the armor itself, with ankle hinge and rocker pivot. And here he is with both feet flat on the floor. Wow! Of course, since the skirt is soft plastic, any action-oriented poses or positions that you may leave him in for a long amount of time will cause the skirt to reshape itself, and you'll probably have to heat it up and recool it to hopefully put it back in its correct place. Taking a look at his head sculpt, you can see that there are, in fact, painted eyes within the helmet. There's a man in that iron mask! Unlike the original gray version release, which had the sculpt, but painted the interior completely black. There is, of course, the marbling effect of the plastic along his chest and head, but I think that it adds a much-needed texture and character to the figure. I am completely alright with this early iteration of the suit having such imperfections. For accessories, Tony Stark Iron Man comes with 2 smoke trail effects and 2 blast effects, both of which have been seen throughout Marvel Legends history. The blast effects can be inserted into his boots. He also has 2 open palms and, of course, fisted hands. And the best piece included is the Tony Stark head. I love everything about this. I love the cleft chin, the mustache, the hair. Everything about it just screams 1960s weapon manufacturer turned superhero. It's possibly the best head sculpt and printing that I've seen from recent Hasbro Marvel Legends. It's almost on quality with Hasbro's G.I. Joe head sculpt and print applications. For size comparisons, here he is next to his creator, Jack the King Kirby, from the recently released NECA Kirby TMNT figure. Another gold armor wearing superhero, Hyperion, from the Squadron Supreme of America. A more recent addition to the Marvel canon, Wolverine, from the recent 97 release. And the only other figure that I have from this wave, She-Hulk. Here he is with some more retro-themed, era-appropriate action figures. And yes, I did have to bust out my wife's Toy Biz first appearance, Captain America, and this just looks so cool, seeing all of these classic costumes together like this. And finally, here he is next to Morris from Shang-Chi. Before I get into my overall thoughts, there is one very specific reason that I did buy this figure. And that's a dream I had. I was in a store and I found a plethora of old Marvel comics that I'd never seen or heard of before. Yeah, that's how much of a nerd I am. And the comic that stuck out to me was one where Iron Man was evil, wearing his original gold armor and a red cape. So I got both of those things to recreate it. And here he is as Iron Monarch? Is that a villainous enough name, or is Iron Man sinister enough? And I think it looks really cool as an evil caped Iron Man. That's just a sick looking visual. It's so cool. I honestly think I'm going to display him like this. I am very happy with how this figure came out. I think the Marvel Legends team at Hasbro just really knocked it out of the park when they designed it. It's such a blast to play with and pose around and to just look at. Another classic Jack Kirby character come to life. I really don't have any issues with the figure that come to mind. I think everything about it is just really great and fun. Although I do wish that it did come with a martini or something to hold in his hand. This figure is just, it's imposing. He's big, he's menacing looking. And I think that this, honestly, might be my favorite Marvel Legends Iron Man figure that I've ever owned. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Iron Man figure is, and leave your thoughts about this video in the comments below. Have you picked up this Iron Man yet? Do you plan to? Do you have your very own Hall of Armor display going on, and you just need this one last figure to complete it, even though you know that you're gonna buy the next Iron Man figure? As always, follow me on Instagram at NotBlakeWild and check out my Patreon at Smokey's Videos for early access to videos, my comics, and movie commentaries, and much, much more. Links in the description below, and I will see you next time. Bye!